first reactions are obviously it's a very special moment in my life. It's a lot of responsibility and something that I'm really looking forward to. I didn't realize when this transition happened in my own head of starting off as a player, just wanting to play for India, and now having the responsibility to be captain in all three formats. I feel very grateful that I've been given this opportunity, and when it was informed to me by the selectors and the BCCI, all the emotions and the feelings of me playing club games as a child, those are the first things that came to mind, because for every child growing up, it's a dream to just play for the country, and then this probably is the biggest day in my life, and I'm very thankful to MS Dhoni as well for giving me this opportunity, for thinking that I am worthy of taking that responsibility forward, and I'm very grateful to his contribution in the whole process as well, and I've learned a lot from him in terms of leadership, in terms of conducting myself, how to take the team together. So it couldn't have been done in a better way, in such a respectful and a humble way by him, and at the same time, me understanding what the situation is like and having that respect and the regard for him. I feel really, really wonderful about this moment. Well, test captaincy, I think I was told, I think a day before the meeting, that MS is not going to play the first test in Adelaide and I'm going to be captaining the country, and it was quite surprising for me because I didn't expect it at all. Because in my head I was still finding my feet in test cricket as a batsman. But the responsibility worked beautifully for me. That took a bit of time to process and understand how it's done. Yes, I would say the one day and the T20 captaincy has been something that I have tried to learn along the lines a lot more. But at the same time, I feel a lot more confident, taking it up and starting it off straight away, because of the kind of cricket that I have played in the shorter formats, and what I have learned being in different situations in that particular format is something that will really help understanding the game much better. So yes, I've been preparing in my own head. MS has been speaking to me as well about strategies, about how situations need to be approached, because he also, I think, in his head understood that it's very important to guide me and to teach me as well, knowing that the kind of legacy that he's set up, it's very important for the person coming in next to take that forward and not be in a state of confusion. So I think, as I said, it's been a wonderful process. Well, it's a win-win situation, for the new captain coming in, still having that guy, for advice, for his inputs, for the cricketing brain purely that he has. But what I'm really, really happy about, and what I'm most pleased about, is the fact that he'll be able to play free cricket. He'll be able to express himself as the aggressive MS Dhoni that we knew when he came into the team. Somewhere as a player, you understand that responsibility can take that away from you. I think it's time he enjoys his cricket for how much ever time he wants and really express himself, because he's taken so much burden for the country, and now it's his time to enjoy it. Obviously, these are massive shoes to fill. There's no doubt. You think of MS Dhoni, and the first word that comes to mind is captain. You don't relate MS Dhoni in any other way. For me, he's always going to be my captain because I started my career under him. He's handing over the leadership to me. For me, he'll always be my captain. He'll always be the person who guided me initially, who gave me opportunity, who gave me ample space and ample time to grow as a cricketer, who saved me from getting dropped for the team many a times. And that's why there's a huge amount of respect, mutual respect from my side towards him and from his side towards me, because he understands that being given an opportunity, I have tried to work as hard on my game and actually improved on the mental side of things so that I can take up the responsibility later. So we share a wonderful friendship, and I couldn't be more lucky to still have him around for ideas, but at the same time have him express himself and just totally enjoy his cricket. See, on the field, obviously, I'll be running to him quite a lot. That's what I feel. Even now, when he was captaining, we would always have discussions and come to a conclusion. About the batting bit, if I ask him where he wants to bat, I know what kind of a person he is. He'll tell me wherever you want me to bat. I know he's like that, but I would love to see him bat higher up, usually than what he's been playing for the last few years, and totally enjoy his cricket. If MS Dhoni enjoys his cricket and plays the way he has in his initial years, the team is in a very solid space. And his cricket ability, his understanding of the game, understanding of situations is priceless. To have this burden off his shoulders, I think he's going to enjoy the best phase of his career, as a batsman is concerned. And he'll be able to enjoy his cricket far more than he's ever done before, without the burden of being under the scanner all the time. So I'm really, really happy for him, as I said. And at the same time, I feel grateful and lucky that he's still around to give me advice. Well, added responsibility has always worked for me in a sense that you have no room to be complacent. You have no room to relax at any stage in the game. And that's why even when I captain in the IPL, it's very easy for me to throw my wicket away after 60, 70. But the fact that I push after that is because I understand, as the captain of the team, I need to set an example. And I need to firstly make that kind of effort before asking the teammates to do it. And that's something that I've always believed in. Test cricket, I think captaincy in Test cricket still gives you opportunities to come back into the game. I saw Alan Border's interview some days back about Ricky Ponting, and they said why he was considered great in the shortest format was that he was able to maintain the consistency rate over such a long period of time in a format that doesn't allow you to come back into the game very often. So to stay on top throughout was a remarkable achievement. That's exactly what MS has done for India as well. Winning all the major trophies. Captaining in the shortest format is very difficult. A couple of players can totally take the game away from you, and to keep coming back from that requires a different set of thinking and requires something out of the box, which he's been able to do so wonderfully for so many years. So responsibility is something that I really like. It makes me a better player. It makes me a better person. It makes me understand the game much more, and it makes me much more focused into the game, understanding the minute details of the game, which win you a game or lose you a game. So I think it works beautifully for me. As I said, one day cricket, T20 cricket is something that I've had a really good understanding of in the past few years. So I'll be able to, execute the plans, I think, with more conviction starting off compared to when I started off in Test cricket. Well, just hearing about the World Cup gives me goosebumps. I've played one, I've played a couple of T20 World Cups, but to play a World Cup for India as captain would be, the biggest achievement of my life, I think. The thing that needs to be understood and addressed here is that it is a gradual process, and the good thing is that everyone's young, everyone's excited to, grow as cricketers, which is the most exciting place that a captain can be in, with, of course, the guidance and the inputs of MS himself. I think it's a wonderful phase for Indian cricket where the youngsters coming in really have an opportunity to seal their spots for that big occasion. We have a Champions Trophy coming up as well, and everyone's really excited and raring to go for it. That's what I know. Everyone's fighting for places in the ODI squad. We're still figuring out what are the best combinations that we have. So the main goal is to identify players who can play in different positions, and who can work around the batsmen who are featuring in the ODI setup for a long time. At the same time, giving them ample time to prepare for those big events and not rush them into any sort of plans that they can't execute. So keeping things simple, giving players space and time to grow, but at the same time understanding who is suited for a particular position or a particular job in the team is the most important thing. Definitely, there's a lot of time to go for it. Our basic goal is to win every game that we play. That's why we play this game. Not taking this process for granted, saying that it doesn't matter if we win or lose games, we just need to find the right combination. I don't think that will create confidence. What will create confidence is we find a group of players that we're going to keep in the squad. You keep switching among those players, but at the same time, the main motive is to win games of cricket. You can only get confident as a side if you keep winning and understand how to win games of cricket. If you just keep trying at this level, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere. When you are put under pressure, then that situation is too overwhelming for a lot of people. You don't know your way out. But if you're encountering those situations every now and then, and you understand how to win games from different situations, it makes up a mindset for big tournaments, for big games, for big oppositions, and that's what you start craving for. Then you look forward to big tournaments, saying, I want to make that impact on this particular tournament where I can seal the game for the team, or I can totally dominate the tournament and make it a memorable one for me. So I think it's a gradual process where the main aim will be to win games and give guys that vision and that mental strength and the ability to counter situations and come back and win games for the team. For me, the mindset doesn't change in formats. For me, the most important thing that a team should realize is the ultimate goal is to win. And in this day and age, in the kind of cricket that we play, you have to play consistent cricket at a very high intensity for a long period of time to win games of cricket. That's one of the reasons why we've been able to do well in Test cricket, is because we've been able to apply that extra pressure consistently on the opposition, enough for them to make a mistake. I think we've become more resolute. I think we've become more patient and more mentally stronger than the opposition in terms of difficult situations where we test them to the limit of them making mistakes, rather than us committing that error. So it's been a gradual process to get to that level in Test cricket, but I think in shorter formats and in limited overs, the guys will be more, freely giving their very best and play at the highest intensity possible for them. And that's the only way you can stay on top in international cricket nowadays. For that, we train well. For that, we practice really hard. And it's a gradual effort that you put in every day. And everyone should take equal ownership of the result that the team's going to have, and take equal responsibility in order to achieve that particular result. So the style of captaincy for me doesn't change. I would still like to see the team go for the win from any situation, and try to come back from different situations every now and then for us to be a champion side.